Isawo, one of the clusters of communities in Ikorodu area of Lagos. Most of the residents here are homeowners, but have a major challenge at hand. The frequent attacks by militants, which they allege has caused some of the occupants to seek refuge outside their homes. In the early hours of Sunday, an attack broke out between the militants who had found their way back to the community and security operatives deployed to the area. An eyewitness told Channels Television that one of the landlords in the area took security operatives to their hideout. The militants engaged them in a gun duel and bombed the police van conveying the landlord and the officers. He also hinted that 4 policemen lost their lives. The divisional police officer is receiving treatment in the hospital, while some residents were also kidnapped. In August 2016, the militants, mostly kidnappers and pipeline vandals, were chased out of the community and creeks owing to bloody clashes with Isawo residents, which led to the death of scores of people in the community. Since then, a deployment of Joint Military Task Force with Operation Codename Awase has been permanent in Isawo, Okemuti, Igbo-Olomu, Lepete, Ita-Oluwo, and Magbon community.
It affects not only them now.
Political office holders, traditional rulers sitting side by side with officers of the Nigerian police force. They are gathered to proffer solution to the security challenges in the nation's capital. It was an opportunity for the residents to give suggestions on how policing can be improved in Abuja.
You just rethink and come back. Let us speak out from the box. And make sure that these people are well protected too, so that our own protection will be fair.
It will not just be a one-off meeting, it will be a meeting that we'll be holding periodically so that we can compare notes, so that we can find out from our community leaders who are new people in our environment, what have we been able to do, have we been able to profile them, have we been able to check them, what are the issues that are disturbing us. These are issues that we can discuss openly with a view to ensuring that the security becomes everybody's business, and that way we can ensure that we live peacefully with our eyes closed.
Recently, the FCT police made several arrests and recoveries, and they are seeking for cooperation with the residents.
Certainly, we are going to walk our talk. Ours is inclusive policing, and as you know, this Eminent Persons Forum is a laudable one, and certainly we urge everybody to embrace it and encourage it. And so we will go all out to ensure that we work together, and this is why we are calling on everybody to abide in us as we abide in you, so that we're able to serve you better.
The important thing is that we're being committed, both the police and the citizens being committed to ensuring that Nigeria, FCT in general in particular, is safe and secure for all of us. It needs patriotism, which is simply emphasized. We need to be patriotic, sincerely patriotic, to ensure that what can we do to contribute to add value to the safety and security of our society.
The FCT police is adopting the intelligence-based policing and have massively deployed officers to check activities of criminal elements across the nation's capital.
Welcome back. Dolakbo, a lot of people are tweeting here, so let me just read them out in quick succession so that you can respond based on that question. As Bola says, the police works when they want to, but clearly they are bad eggs that leak intelligence to criminals. Stanley, the police knows its image is terrible, so the PRO is doing what's expected. Tunde Daudu says, I would advise the police to build a friendly relationship with the residents so as to get the facts. Ezekiel says, our police drink alcohol on duty, and when armed, how would they track and foil kidnappers? The DPO might be one of them. That's Patriotic Nigerian is saying. The police can't be trusted. I don't think that's true, but hey, that's what he says. Timmy Joel says, the Nigerian police at times victimizes those who report suspects.
Well, most of these tweets are still complaints. We are open to receiving complaints, and that's why the Inspector General of Police, launched the response unit when you want to make your complaint, and we call it CRU. And then lately, he has also upgraded it to Rapid Police Public Complaint Bureau. and then you can complain through any of this, and then most of the time, people on social media, they have opportunity to complain. But let's come back to the first and the second questions that said maybe the DPO might also be part of them and to give out information. Well, everyone is now a suspect. When there is an issue, it's like they stole money in an apartment, and then it's only the person that owns the money that seems to be, free. You suspect everyone, including your mother and your father, and you ask, Mom, did you take my money from the wardrobe? Or Dad, did you take my money from the wardrobe? So right now, everyone seems to be suspect. You don't even want to trust the police. We are still telling the member of the public that it is Nigeria Police Force. We need to support them to achieve. And then in the process of giving information, we've always reiterated that ensure that you are giving the information to that person that's supposed to have the information. You just don't go on the road and because someone is adorning a police uniform or an army uniform, you just decide, oh, this is a security agent, and then you think you have given an information. You might be giving that
what it should be.
Yeah, because you also will be aware that they will say, oh, they saw kidnappers in military camo, and then maybe perhaps you just saw anyone in military camo on the road, and then
so that brings us to a question of how do you differentiate a fake policeman from a real policeman? Because if I have information to share and I see a policeman, who's the next best person to talk to but the policeman?
Okay, because what we're doing is advocacy for information and intelligence gathering. Just like what you said, that we should imbibe it and advocate for it, that members of the public should come up to this. You can't just see a policeman walking on the road and you go and give information. Giving information is different from reporting an issue. They are two different things. And if you can locate the nearest division to ask for the DPO or the DCO, at least at times you see police vehicles with policemen inside. You should be rest assured that these are policemen. They are not just walking freely on the road. They are marked vehicle, because like in Lagos State, if you move around, you see RRS, you see Ojodu Division or Isheri Division. You should know that these are policemen.
Okay.
Real policemen. Real policemen.
You're a resident of an area. You see a vehicle with policemen. Would you be confident enough to go there and give them information? Considering also that they might have stolen that vehicle and the uniforms, and they are sitting down there looking for who will give them the kind of information they need.
In the first place, I'm sorry to say this, Dolapo, the police is not too, they don't make themselves too approachable. I might have something disturbing me, I might want to report to the police, and I see a police pickup. Fine, in my neighborhood, I know where the police pickups normally stay, so I'll be confident enough to know that, okay, they are there. But it's one thing to know that they are there, it's another thing to approach them, because the manner most of the time is not friendly. You might decide to report an issue and you end up trying desperately to defend yourself. It's just the truth. Well, Nigerians, it's the truth. You might end up being the suspect. So you find that most of the time people are hesitant about approaching the police to report suspicions around them. So it now behoves on the police to create a much more friendly and an approachable manner so that the public feel confident enough to expose whatever challenges, security challenges that exist around them.
Darako, you want to respond? Yes, he has actually said, police as an institution, just like anyone will tell you that, oh, if you carry your green passport, you are always suspected, you go through rigorous, check at border points abroad. It's a mindset. And even at those border points. They don't want to know whether you are criminally minded or not. But immediately you carry the green passport, they have a feeling we have to pull them through rigorous. Just that way now is what police is passing through. But what we're telling the members of the public is that the leadership of the force is working on all of this.